Today, we're diving deep into the incredible M5StickC PLUS2, a mini marvel powered by the mighty ESP32. Don't let its size fool you. This little powerhouse is packed with features, boasting a vibrant 1.14-inch color screen, a 6-axis IMU for motion sensing, a digital mic, and even an IR transmitter. Plus, with its USB-C port, the possibilities for expansion are truly limitless. Imagine turning your $20 M5StickC PLUS2 into a wireless wizard and an IoT debugging beast, capable of analyzing and manipulating Wi-Fi and BLE signals. But what truly unlocks the potential of the M5StickC PLUS2? It's the world of custom firmwares, and one in particular that we're shining a spotlight on today, Bruce ESP32 firmware. With Bruce Firmware, you can sniff raw Wi-Fi packets, delve into the world of Bluetooth Low Energy, including bad BLE functionalities, explore powerful RF features, and even dive into RFID and NFC tech. So, if you're ready to explore the exciting capabilities of the M5StickC PLUS2 with Bruce Firmware, make sure you stick around. We'll be delving into its features and showing you just what this tiny but mighty device can do. Let's get started. So, we've just received our M5StickC PLUS2 from AliExpress. You can also find this device on Amazon or AliExpress, and the price usually ranges between $25 to $45, which makes it a pretty affordable alternative to something like the Flipper Zero. Let's go ahead and unbox it. It came wrapped in bubble wrap, so hopefully it's not damaged. And yes, it looks like it arrived in perfect condition. Here it is, the shiny new M5StickC PLUS2. Now, it does come with some stock firmware pre-installed, but to fully unlock its potential, we're going to flash it with the Bruce firmware. That's what will allow us to access all the advanced features and really get the most out of this little device. Luckily, installing new firmware on the M5StickC is super easy. All we need is a software tool called M5Burner. So first, head over to the official M5Burner website. Scroll down a bit and you'll see a section for device drivers. You'll need to download the drivers based on your operating system. I'm using Windows, so I'll download the Windows drivers. Once the download is complete, open the driver file and just click Install. That's it. Your system will now be able to recognize the M5Stick device. Now, go back to the M5Burner website and download the actual M5Burner software. After the download, extract the folder from the archive file. Then, run the executable inside the folder, and that'll bring up the main M5Burner software window. The first step here is to select the correct device from the left-hand side. Click on Stick C, and you'll see a whole bunch of firmware options. Now here's the important part. Make sure you only download firmware that's made for Stick C2, since this is the model we're using. Using the wrong firmware might cause issues, so double-check that. Now, let's look for the Bruce firmware in the list and click on Download. Once it finishes downloading, you'll notice a new option appears, a blue button that says Burn. Before you go ahead, make sure your StickC PLUS2 is connected to your PC. Now click the blue Burn button and a confirmation window will pop up. Just click Confirm to agree to install the firmware. Next, a settings menu will appear. Don't worry, you don't need to change anything here. Just hit Start. And now, the Bruce firmware will begin flashing onto the M5StickC. Once it's done, you'll see a message saying, "Burn successful." And that's it. Now we're all set, and we can start using the awesome tools that come with the Bruce firmware right on our M5StickC. To power on the M5StickC PLUS2, just press and hold the top button on the device for a few seconds. You'll see a boot screen appear, and then the device will start up. Once it's on, you'll notice a bunch of tools available in the Bruce firmware. These tools are organized into different categories like Wi-Fi, BLE, RF, radio, FM, and more. Let's go ahead and test one of the most popular tools included with Bruce firmware, the captive portal, which can be used for phishing Wi-Fi passwords. First, navigate to the Wi-Fi menu and select Evil Portal. We'll stick with the default login page. It will now ask for the Wi-Fi access point name. That's the name that will show up for nearby devices. Let's just set it as Free Wi-Fi. It also asks for a preferred IP network, but you can go with the default or pick any you like. Now the Wi-Fi phishing portal will start broadcasting. On screen, you'll also see two URLs. These are used to view captured credentials and spoofed SSIDs. Now, let's switch over to a laptop and connect to the fake Wi-Fi we just created. The moment you connect, you'll be redirected to a captive portal page. Let's simulate a victim trying to log in. As soon as we enter the details and click Next, we're redirected to a fake landing page, and our credentials are captured silently in the background by the M5StickC. Now, if we check the M5StickC interface again, we can view the captured credentials right there on the screen. And that's it. Just like that, we've used the M5StickC PLUS2 with Bruce firmware to set up a working phishing portal. So, in this way, we can turn the M5StickC into a cheap but powerful alternative to Flipper Zero and carry out many of the same wireless attacks, all for a fraction of the cost.